Okay, good, thank you. So now this is leading to the question. I know for sure you're going to stomp on me for this, and I'm preparing myself for it, but I'm really hoping you're going to give me an answer that's better than anything I came up with before. So you talked about oneness, right? And we are creators, and some people put the word God on that. So if
And oneness is great, but isn't it nice that the oneness is in all this diversity? Because isn't playing off one another conducive to the expansion of the oneness? So let's not get hung up on a oneness that we can't even contemplate.
That's pretty much where I'm headed with this. So if there, once we, like if we were to take this whole room of people and make it to the whole world of people as one creator, and then different ideas within this creation.
But the thing is, even the creator is not looking for one idea. That's why what you want to call the one creator is ravenous about the idea of all of the diversity of what you are all wanting to live. That's like being an eater that only eats jelly beans.
So this creator that you're talking about is my question. I have this image of this like big fat black blob sitting there going, well, I'm the creator, so I'm going to give myself amnesia and make myself forget that and do all these silly things so I can entertain myself and pretend that I have friends and create these stories because, like you said, this isn't the real reality. So I'm going to sit here as this big creator and create a reality and make myself forget.
No, it's more like this. It's more like life is so rich and full, and the more diverse that which I am source is, then the more new ideas are born and the more potential for joy is realized by all. This entity that you are wanting to call God, who is expressing through all of you individually, is ravenous about the variety of experiences and exposure to one another that everyone has. And out of that is being born more what? More potential for joy, more potential for ideas, more expansion. The only way that you will ever, from your physical format, and you can do this, and it's delicious when you do, understand what the consciousness of source feels like is when you pick something that you care about and you don't resist it and you allow yourself to feel source flowing through you about that in this moment. Because to you, it will feel like the only thing in all of the universe that source cares about or has ever cared about or ever will care about is what you're caring about right here and now. That's the capacity and the power and the ability to focus that source has. The only question is, how well are you able to come into enough vibrational alignment with that that you can be part of that understanding, part of that love, part of that joy, part of that expansion? Words don't teach. We can know it, we can feel it, we can love it, and we can say it to you and say it to you and say it to you. But until you find some way of adjusting your vibration so that you are in sync with what source is, and then you are allowing that synced up source energy perspective to be present as you're focused upon the things of your life, the people of your life, the ideas of your life, that's when you understand what source is. Never ending, always interested, always passionate, always alive, always love.
I think you answered it when you said diversity. I just had this feeling of loneliness, like when you get to just one, you know?
But there's such a distortion in that perspective. And everything that we've been saying all day here today has to put that silly perspective to rest. Because when we say to you that source is interested, this conversation has never happened before in all of the universe. And we have no way of even explaining to you how much of non-physical is focused here with all of us in this moment in order to help take this thought just a little beyond what it has ever been before. You have no idea what the vibrational change in you has been as a result of participating in this leading edge conversation. Everything in your personal world has shifted because of the infusion of this consciousness focused specifically at you. There's not one of you who is participating here in this room that source is not aware of, knowing where you are, knowing how you're hearing, actually offering information to us so that we can project it to Esther in a way so that she can choose a word that might bring you in a way that you wouldn't have known before. In other words, talk about well-being, talk about understanding, talk about infinite intelligence, talk about capacity to love and know, talk about understanding of where you are, talking about appreciation of where you are and who you are in relationship to the whole. You've just got to goose up your appreciation of yourself. You've just got to feel yourself in the important role that you play, because one is not more important than you. The all is not more important than you, because the all and you cannot ever be separated unless you do it. Yeah, really good. Really good. That was a really good question.